Hello, and welcome to the Dokkan battle video. I was gonna post this video like earlier, but like I was really busy with work and I got really tired. But we basically almost completely know what the mechanics for the 8th anniversary are going to be. They're very interesting. What in the code they're listed as standby skills and like finishing skills. Not entirely sure what those are going to actually play into effect in game, but there's literally slots for it already in game. I would love to pull it up for you guys actually, but it doesn't seem like I was able to. But basically what it is from what we are seeing, it's a very similar mechanic to say active skills or something like that, where all we know that in the game certain characters will have these abilities. And what it seems like in terms of like this, we have two of them that seem to be this blue one that builds up, and then this orange one that builds up as well. We have a gauge and everything. The blue one seems to build up into this little spirit bomb icon, while the orange one seems to build up into this, the same thing as a revival icon. Not entirely sure how these are going to play into effect, but it basically confirms what we've all been thinking, that this is going to be part of the 8th anniversary. Some sort of double spirit bomb Goku. I don't know whether or not it's going to be base form Goku and base form Kid Goku as the headliners, or if it's going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku and full power Super Saiyan 4. I don't know what exactly they're going to do, but we know for sure that it's going to be Spirit Bomb related, because as you can very clearly tell, that's a Spirit Bomb icon. That's what that is. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is a Spirit Bomb icon. We have a literal ton of stuff revolving this. We have little animations for them, like when they're on their screen. Like, I don't know where these are going to pop up, but they are there. For both the silver, both the orange one and the blue one. Let's see, what else do we have in the data? Literally, like the entire gauge filling up. It seems to build up and get electrifying, and then will glow once it's fully built up. This might even be an orange version of the Spirit Bomb one. I don't know for sure, or maybe that's just the background that it's going to have when it is built up. But you can very clearly tell that it's going to be charging up and coming into this like massive like little gauge that we're going to be able to use here. We do have a bunch of new like equipments as well. This is basically everything that was in the data download. The Carnival LR coins are here. Like, we have new buttons to see the conditions and everything, and like text for them. Like, we know that they're here. We don't know what they do though. That's the main thing. Like, we have the gauges, we can see that they're in the game, we know that we're going to have characters with them. They have sound effects. That was probably a little loud, Twitter, but let me just do, yeah, that should be fine. That was probably too quiet. Anyway, point being, we have like literally everything for these things that we know of. So it's going to be something that we're going to have to like really wait and see what exactly these things are going to do. But from just looking at it right now, it seems at the very least one of these guys, whether it be from the Majin Buu saga or from Universal Spirit Bomb, the Kid Goku from GT, right? One of them is going to build up and probably do some sort of, I would assume they would both do like a super massive just hit, right, with the Spirit Bomb. But at the same time, right, why is one of these a revival? That the revival icon is what's really throwing me off, because this implies the fact that we're going to have some sort of other method of reviving with these characters, and neither of these guys really do some sort of revive. Like Goku, like maybe you can make the argument for GT Kid Goku, because right, what happens in the scene is like he kind of like comes out of the ground with the Spirit Bomb. I don't know if there's a way for me to really show this, but like he lifts himself up out of the ground in order to like surprise Omega with the Spirit Bomb. Maybe there's like a GIF or something here that I can show. You just make it so it's specifically GT. Point being that that's what he does. He like raises up out of the ground to surprise Omega with the massive Spirit Bomb, and then chucks it at him, and that's pretty much all he does. And then for Goku, he does the Spirit Bomb regularly after charging up for a while. Gets the help of Hercule, throws it at him in base, then powers back up to Super Saiyan in order to crush Kid Buu. Now, my theory is probably that this icon and like the orange gauge is probably meant for the other character that'll be coming, because if you guys don't know, both Kid Buu and Omega Shenron, the villains that these two Gokus fought, they had this kind of like they basically both revived and then got killed by the spirit bomb, right? Like both Kid Buu and Omega Shenron got disintegrated at some point and then reverted to like a smaller form basically, and then got killed by the spirit bomb. So this could technically be for them in order where they would de-transform possibly by a revive, but I doubt it. Because like in terms of like Kid Buu, he still stays Kid Buu. He just gets a little weaker because he got disintegrated a little bit and came back after he like literally blew himself up. And then with Omega, the Dragon Balls that he collected got shattered, so he turned into Sin again and then died. So it's kind of what like I'm assuming here, that or this could be a hint at part 2, which is possibly even more spirit bomb scenes, potentially even the scene against this boy right here, Mr. Jiren, because with Jiren, right, you know, we all know Goku fires the spirit bomb in Blue Kaioken. It doesn't work. He gets sent back at him. He basically dies, as what people thought, and then comes back as UI. We could potentially have some sort of thing where it launches this massive attack, does a bunch of damage, and then revives the character and transforms them into a different character. I feel like that would also make a lot of sense. But that would also mean, are we really getting 4 separate Gokus for Anniversary? Like, that would be wild. I don't know if we're actually going to be doing that. If we do, I don't even know who the 4th Goku would be. It's probably not going to be Sand Saga Spirit Bomb. So it would probably have to be, Namek Saga Spirit Bomb? Which wouldn't really be all that exciting. I mean, we would probably get the revive into Super Saiyan, but, like, do we need that? I mean, probably. It'd be nice to have another Super Saiyan, like, transforming Goku. Like, that goes from base to Super Saiyan. Like, because the one we have, the STR one, he's, like, fine. He could be a little better, but, like, he's, like, very okay. But all these other things, like, there's so much stuff that this could possibly mean for us and what these effects are going to have on the actual game. I would love to show you as the in-game thing. Like, they literally moved, like, this active skill and stuff and, like, compressed it and then made another spot for characters that have this ability. Like, so what these gauges are actually going to do for us, we have literally no clue. I would, like, love to know. I feel like this would be the optimal time to know. The 8th anniversary is literally in like a couple weeks, so we're going to be able to be seeing this like really fast, and we're going to get a lot of information about the 8th anniversary so soon, and it's going to be insane for everybody. I'm pretty sure people are probably already complaining that it's super double spirit bomb and they're like, this is not hype, but at the same time, the animation's going to come out. We're going to see what they can do. They're going to be crazy. The animation's going to be awesome. We could possibly get LR Omega and Kid Buu, and all the complaints are going to stop. I know that the Hybrid Sans fans are going to be a little bit upset, but like, who cares about them? This is a time for Spirit Bomb, super cool stuff, not Sword of Hope Trunks. Like, he's not as cool as this, to be honest. But yeah, let me know like what your thoughts are for these cages. Like, I really am trying to figure out how these would build up, because I know for the very least at the standby skills, we are predicting that those are going to be built up while they're not on the rotation. And then they have this finisher skill thing, which is probably going to be something that activates once you actually land the final blow with one of these. I don't like that kind of idea, because it kind of limits how you're going to be doing things. Like, getting the final blow on a character has always been a very awkward mechanic, because it's something that you can't guarantee unless it is some super duper bomb damage, right? Which is, I'm assuming this is what this is going to do. Like, is going to launch probably a kill shot, and that would be really impressive to see. Also, there is something in the data about enemies guarding, which means our probably like the new hard event that's probably going to come out with the 8th anniversary is probably going to rely on us throwing out these super like gigaton bombs of damage at them while they're not guarding, like breaking through the guard and then getting to this, kind of like what Legends does with co-op. Hopefully they do it a little bit better than Legends co-op, because Legends co-op is tragic. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these gauges, how you think they're going to be built up, how you think what you think they're going to do, who you think is going to have them. It's probably these two guys, but like let's be honest. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.